My husband started having stomach pain shortly after I was diagnosed. And so he went to the doctor, and the doctor said, "Oh, it's because you're nervous about Kim. Like, just take some Tums, Rolaids, whatever, you'll be fine." Well, 2 months later, it wasn't any better. He went back, and the doctor said the same thing, but did make an appointment for him with a gastro guy. So he went there. Then they said the same thing, and that just takes some Rolaids, and he was in pain. And so I said, that's it, go to the ER. At least they'll run a test in the emergency room. At least they'll do something, not just send you home. And he did. And they decided to keep him overnight. And I'm like, keep you overnight? They don't keep anybody overnight. What is going on? And I was still recovering from a surgery when he called and told me they were going to keep him overnight. And so he drove himself to the emergency room. I whipped on some clothes because I was in bed with elastic waist pants watching Grey's Anatomy reruns or whatever I was doing. And so I quickly got dressed, hopped in my car, and in my Vicodin induced state drove like a mad woman to get to the hospital. And right before I got there, my phone rang again. And he said, "I guess there's a spot on my liver." And I'm like, "Spot on your liver? What is this?" I just started weeping. I just started bawling. And I don't really remember parking my car. I do remember running in, holding all parts of my body because I had a few surgeries and they found bladder cancer, whatever, along with the breast. So I'm crying. They tell me where he is. He's behind a curtain. So I whip back the curtain, and he's sitting on the edge of the bed as if nothing is going on. And he looked at me and he said, "Listen, I'm not going to invite you out anymore if this is the way you're going to behave." And I said, "Listen, buddy, you are not allowed to be funny right now." And so that began our journey with him. And it takes a few days. Anyone who's had cancer, it's usually not an immediate diagnosis, and takes a few days to figure out what's the source, what kind of cancer is it, and what the prognosis is like. And so it took a few days, and then we found out pancreatic cancer. It's probably the worst one. It's supposed to be the most painful, and there's not a cure.